professional chaser to hunt down twisters. Specialized tour companies like Tempest Tours can lead you right to the storm.
We're able to track storms, do it safely. We don't go into tornadoes. We don't get dangerously close to tornadoes.
Most of these storm tours operate out of the Great Plains, where they can see supercells from a safe distance.
On the plains, you might be able to see a tornado at a distance maybe 50 miles away. Your chances of seeing them there are probably better than in many places in the country where trees and buildings and rolling terrain block your view.
Tracking a tornado isn't easy. Expert guides often haul around guests for hundreds of miles, hunting for the perfect storm. And every so often, they hit the tornado tour jackpot.
Large, violent tornado on the ground. Turn on the siren.
The drops underneath the clouds that you see rotating actually gave me a sense of excitement.
See the lightning, hearing the thunder, watching the movement of the clouds. It's something clouds were animated.
Tornado chasing might not be for everyone. If twisters aren't your taste, there's always the next best thing. Lightning tours.
If you go out to Arizona, you're going to see these lightning storms that are easy to see, and you can get some fascinating pictures.
I run tornado type tours in the spring and early summer, and then we come down to Arizona, New Mexico. We go to monsoon lightning tours down here in the month of August.
Wendy and Alan Rogers have come all the way from England to see the spellbinding lightning in Arizona, where almost 600,000 strikes happen every year.
You get these storms that will form in the desert, and they go up really fast and pour down a bunch of rain and wind, and the lightning is really pretty to watch. And then they die off, and then all their outflows up and get really more strong.
A sudden bolt of lightning can happen so fast, there's no time to really appreciate its natural beauty. So most people turn to photography to catch a proper glimpse. Although being struck by one of these bolts is about 1 in 12,000, lightning is a killer. From 2006 to 2015, more than 330 people died from lightning strikes.
The lightning strike is unpredictable. You just have no idea really when or where it's going to strike. Lightning has a lot of danger that comes along with it. Number one, it has this huge amount of current.
Each bolt can contain up to 1 billion volts of electricity and can reach temperatures up to 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
So just imagine all that external force, that external energy going through your body. It wreaks havoc.
There are many reasons lightning should be feared, but for some people, it evokes feelings of extreme fascination.
The beauty of every bolt, every storm, the landscape, no two are the same. Every storm is different from one you saw before.
Whether you're a lightning lover, tornado aficionado, or just a severe weather enthusiast, there's nothing quite as breathtaking as watching a good storm. This next weather phenomenon should be on everyone's bucket list. It's the most spectacular light show on Earth. At number 4, it's the Northern Lights, and the best seats are in northern Norway. For thousands of years, people have marveled at the Northern Lights. Hundreds of stories and theories have circulated to explain these magical displays. But it wasn't until a century ago scientists discovered its connection to weather, and it comes from outer space.
Well, in a very simple sense, the northern lights are a consequence of these geomagnetic storms that emanate off the surface of the sun and billions of miles from space.
With these solar explosions and flares, and that energy ends up in the Earth's magnetosphere.
When they encounter the magnetic field around the Earth, they energize that magnetic field, and for the release of that energy, lights up certain gases in the atmosphere.
And it results in the really pretty and vivid colors you see in those northern lights. This stunning celestial disco, also known as the aurora borealis, can be experienced from several locations across the northern hemisphere.
You can go up and see the northern lights in some parts of the U.S., actually, Alaska, and in Canada, and in other places in Scandinavia.
So what you got going on?
But Norway is probably the best place to see it.
As a rule of thumb, the farther north, the better
So today, today has been a crazy day. This entire week has been so crazy and so full of UFO and science things that's been going on. It's hard to pick one subject, but one of them I kind of had to gravitate towards because it had a cool title. I did. It happened approximately 2 days ago, and it's from the Inquisitor, the UFO Star Wars in our solar system. A giant alien mothership shoots an energy beam at a smaller spacecraft. That is the title. Now, how awesome and crazy is that?
That's way too crazy. A little awesome, but it's an Inquisitor, so we know where some of that stuff comes from.
Right. Exactly. Is there any documentation or any proof or blah blah? I don't know. But they're saying a gigantic alien UFO passed through our inner solar system earlier this week, shot a massive beam at the sun, according to alleged alien hunters. And the latest evidence was the alien UFO presence was near our sun and spotted again, captured by the halosphere observation SOHO, on camera 3 on September 21st, 2016. And UFO hunter Manhunt 74, I can't even say it, who specialized, he specialized this, he's certified, who specialized watching NASA's Halo viewer, and he observed this and reported it, and states that NASA is aware of these alien spacecraft traveling near the sun but they refuse to admit the fact. Crazy stuff.
The problem with that statement is that I don't believe he works for NASA, so what does he know about what NASA knows?
I know, right? I mean, and the sad thing is, some of these images looks very much like the same images that you debunked a long time ago.
Yeah, and there's an issue with that SOHO imagery, and some of that stuff, it looks like it keeps on repeating. It's almost like they have a loop year after year, and the same stuff keeps coming up. So it kind of makes you wonder if it's really like, I don't know. You can't even say space junk because we don't really know what's orbiting the sun, or I guess it really can't orbit the sun, but what's close to the sun along with the SOHO that could be caught in like flares or glares from the sun.
I mean, can we really figure it out at this point? I mean, can we start sending up, independent contractor satellites to look at the sun at this point? Or are we still going to be using NASA's technology to spy on NASA? It doesn't make too much sense.
Well, we're not going to know because at this point, the public just does not have the resources to double check what NASA is doing.
I mean, really.
So, by the way, I do see Paul Oxenham is online in the chat room. And if you guys know, he's actually provided some music to us, which we've played in a few episodes. So, hello, Paul. Thank you for joining us.
What's going on, Paul? I don't have my chat room going because it's going to slow down my computer dramatically to have more than one page. So I would chat with you on the chat. You should call in, Paul.
That's right. Well, Paul is actually in the UK.
I don't care.
I don't think he'd want to do that.
Why not?
It might be pretty expensive.
But he's cool.
Anyway, Paul, if you have a question for Big O, put it in the messages. I'm sure he'll answer it.
I can't answer it if I can't see it.
No, I'll read it to you.
Okay.
So, if you're listening live, the number is 972-290-1329. And right before we went live, we got a message from Ronnie.
Oh, hey, what's up, Ronnie? What's going on? What he did?
So, Ronnie was, of course, congratulating us on the 50th episode.
Thank you.
And he also said that last week, a Japanese crew was out there filming an episode of Caught on Tape. Have you seen Caught on Tape?
No, what's Caught on Tape?
Well, the stuff that they catch on tape.
Oh, okay. What are they trying to catch, though?
I guess they were out in Ranger, Texas, and Ronnie was out there.
Really?
So it looks like he will be making his television debut in a Japanese version of Caught on Tape.
That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Ronnie.
So this is great. There's a great time to bring out that Google Translator to find out what it is they're saying.
Yes. That would be awesome time. And Ronnie's going to have to learn Japanese just in case they talk a little smack. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
You know what I'm saying? Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? Talk a little
smack. So Paul says he's not able to use the phone, or he's not allowed to. But he did ask if you have a cure for a ganglion on the toe.
What?
Do you have a cure?
Do I have a cure for ganglion? I would suggest actually keeping your toes dry and see a doctor. That would probably be the best way. Really.
That might be the way to go.
I think so. Yeah.
So, did you have any other news you want to cover?
Yes, I want to talk about Colorado.
Boy, I got this one too.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Does it involve Black Hawk helicopters?
It sure does.
Oh. So why don't you talk about it? I put my little 2 cents in.
No, I don't want to steal your thunder.
Why are you making me do all the work?
Get to it.
Anyway, a Colorado witness describes Black Hawk helicopters chasing a UFO, which is awesome, but kind of weird. Because that will also mean that the government is well aware of a UFO. Now, could it be something along the lines of a drone? But how big was this for Black Hawk helicopters to actually chase this? Well, continuing, a Colorado witness at Fountain Report, which is a sphere-shaped orb silently moving at treetop level, followed by 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Black Hawk helicopters. And he sent this report to MUFON, case number 79232. The witness saw these helicopters. I mean, that's so cool. If you really think about it, because it has to involve other people. Now, I wonder if these helicopters were in the air and following this orb, shouldn't there be any kind of report stating that these helicopters were in the area, flying just as low as the orb following it?
Well, here's a problem with this story. And let me just let you know that I've actually been in this area myself personally. So I know one thing, and that is that it is surrounded by the military.
Okay.
So you have Fort Carson, which is west of where this was reported. To the north, you have the Air Force Academy. And there's also another significant military installation west of where this UFO was seen. And you would not guess what that is.
What? I'm not going to guess.
NORAD.
Okay, yeah.
So NORAD sits at the south of the Cheyenne Mountains, and this was seen in Fountain, Colorado, which is south of the Colorado Springs Airport.
Right.
So apparently this thing actually silently flew off northwest into the Cheyenne Mountains, followed by the Black Hawk helicopters.
Which is pretty cool. Now, what was the problem, though? You said you know about the area and you know this is an issue. Why was that an issue?
Because it's not a scarcely populated area. This is Colorado Springs is basically what it flew over, and there's plenty of people there.
But it was getting dark.
Right, and but you can't silence Black Hawk helicopters, especially not 2 of them.
Well, think about it. There was 3, not 2, 3.
Well, there you go.
But the thing is, right, since there's so many military bases, people probably think it's an everyday thing for these Black Hawk helicopters to be flying overhead. Also, the orb was so silent, right, that people will automatically look at the noise and see the Black Hawk helicopters, but not necessarily see the orb flying by.
Yeah,
Or
like I tell you,
fantastic.
I've been there weeks at a time. Never saw a Black Hawk. So that would actually be something for me to look at. And I think this person felt the same way, but you would think there would be more reports of the orb that was being followed, even if the Black Hawks were something that were a common occurrence.
Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that.
So Paul says that he did go to the doctor, and the doctor wanted to suck it out with a needle.
Are you afraid of needles?
No, I'm sorry. He said suck it out with a needle.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
Okay, so Paul, Big O has stepped up to the plate. He'll be able to suck it out for you.
And, no, I will not.
And it'll be for free, actually.
You know what? Actually, yes. No problem. I'll get that handle right away. I got a gun, right? Instead of, do you really need that toe? Let's actually think about that. Do you really, is it the big toe or is it one of the smaller toes? Because if it's a smaller toe, you don't really need it. You just need your big toe and your pinky toe.
Yeah, everything else is cannon fodder.
Yeah, it's in the way.
Yeah. We also have James. James, our tinfoil hat winner.
Nice.
He's also in the chat room saying hello, Big O and Manny.
James, awesome. Thanks, James, for joining.
Hey, I wonder if he actually got the mug. James, let us know if you got the mug. Hit us up in the chat room, or you could call us. If you want to call, 972-290-1329. So, did you have any more UFO madness to cover?
Your turn.
Hey, that was like my turn. What are you talking
about? I know it wasn't. We shared that one.
All right, so I was kind of waiting on this one because I was hoping Toby would be on by now. We might have to send him a message and see where he's at. Secreto Transmissiono. However, and this is just because it's a little bit relevant. I remember a few episodes ago, we had that billionaire who was going to shoot that spacecraft 24.4 light years too far. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I forgot his name. It's not even important. But in that episode, we talked about how it made no sense that we continue to look past our own solar system and spending all this money when we have an entire solar system we know nothing about.
It makes perfect sense so far. Go ahead.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. So, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, put this on your calendar. Paul, I don't know what time this will be in your neck of the woods in the UK, but it is something you might want to listen to. And I know James is going to tune into this. NASA is having a news conference tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern, to reveal findings and images captured from Hubble, because they aimed the darn thing towards Europa.
Oh, 2.2 far? Or 4.2?
No, Europa. It's in our solar system. Jupiter, moon of Jupiter. So this moon has been touted by NASA as having large oceans under icy sheets. And so, secretly, because I don't remember reading about this, they aimed the Hubble telescope towards Europa, and they have exciting news they want to share tomorrow.
Oh, wow. That there is oceans.
It could be that. You never know. No, I think they were saying that there were geysers at one point.
So there's activity.
There's activity.
So $10 says that they're just going to talk about the possibility of ocean geysers and seismic activity on Europa, and that's it.
So you got $10 on it. Anybody want to take Big O on that?
I'm not doing any more than $10. Nobody. I'm telling you, it's not going to be worth it. You guys are going to have to owe me money.
Yeah, I don't know. So we have a lot of activity in the chat room right now. We do.
Why are you laughing?
Because Paul said, I guess Paul's is in Paris right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so he said he will come over, definitely, and take care of it. He'll bring his guitar and he'll sing a tune while you are
shoot his toe out. I'm gonna shoot it off, Paul. I'm gonna shoot your toe off. I'm telling you right now. If you come into my neck of the woods, we're gonna hang your feet upside down. You can play your guitar, right? And I'm gonna shoot. We're gonna take turns. Me and my buddies are gonna shoot your toe off and see which one. Now you might come off with more than one toe gone, but like I said, as long as we keep it between the big toe and the pinky toe, it will be taken care of just right. All right.
So we also have another individual in the chat room, Parisi to Milton. All right, I can't say the name. I'm sorry. But she says, and she actually sent us a message before about these anomalies that she has been photographing. Listen, if you want us to look at it, come on the show and let us know what that is. Send us some pictures. You're from BusterRadio.com.
Is people afraid to talk with us?
I think it's you.
What do you mean it's me? It's not me.
You just said you're going to shoot Paul's toe off.
He's trying to make me suck something out of his toe.
It's a medicinal reason.
Medicinal nothing.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. He's not in Paris. He was just saying hi to Paris. Yeah,
Who's
so
Paris?
he's in the UK.
Got it. Misinformation. Lack of communication. It's okay.
Totally, dude.
Absolutely.
So that's what I have in the. Those are my 2 news articles that I have.
That's it?
That's it.
This is going to be a really long live show. If nobody calls us, everybody should just be getting on the line and bugging the heck out of us and bombarding us with questions. Not too personal, because that's kind of sketchy.
Listen, it's all about content. If you got personal questions for Big O, shoot them up. Let them know.
Or Manny.
Hey, I'm kind of busy right now. I can't really answer those.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So Paris did miss the last 5 minutes. So Paris, here's a quick recap. We talked about Europa. We talked about Paul's toe. We say hello to James because he is the winner of the tinfoil hat contest, and which was amazing.
Winner with a chicken dinner.
Right. And we talked about Colorado Springs UFO incident from a few nights ago. Black Hawk helicopters chasing an orb.
And we also talk about the Inquisitor, about giant spaceships shooting beams of energy at the sun and having a Star Wars fight with another ship seen by the Soho camera from NASA.
And again, that Soho situation is just funky. Oh, Paris is calling in. Oh,
nice.
Well, she says she's calling in. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We'll see. So, but anyway, we're also waiting for Toby. Secret Transmission Podcast.
I know, he's MIA. I don't know. I'm going to have to put him on blast in a sec.
Yeah, he is.
We're going to blast him. Blast him.
It looks like she tried to call and it went nowhere.
I'm telling you, we've been having issues with this whole situation. It's the secret government. It's the Majestic 12. Majestic 12.
Yeah, and here's the whole thing. We, every time we do something like this,
it's always something weird.
Something crazy happens, and we have random technical issues. It looks like she tried to call again, and the call just ended.
Come on, man, get it together.
Hey, it's not me. I don't control this.
You're half stepping.
All right, so listen, if you guys want to stay in touch with us, Facebook, Twitter. Where else? What else are we at?
Really?
We're on Instagram.
We're on all forms of media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We have our own website, UFOBusterRadio.com, a place when you can contact us almost very directly and personally. Maybe intimately? Don't know. Paul? No, I'm not sucking your toe. But still, you can contact us, especially right now. I'm telling you, I think he now has a thing about me sucking on his toe.
Okay. I think I saw what the error was. All right, Paris 9729. Oh, 970. Oh, there she is. Hold on. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, who's this?
This is Toby from Secret Transition.
Toby. Hey, Toby, hold on a second. I gotta somehow get Big O in here because Toby has something great. All right, Toby, we are on the line. Big O is on the line. Let's do this.
Wait a minute, that's
What's
Toby?
up? Yes, it's me. What's up?
I thought it was Paris.
I think me and whoever Paris is were battling over trying to get onto the old
What up, my homie?
What's up? But I hate to admit this, but I forgot y'all were doing this today, and I got on the Twitter, and I was like, I got a call.
Oh my God, you forgot about me, bro? Forgot about me?
I know, I'm awful, but I love you. I got love for you.
Paris, you are now my number one fan. You have been demoted, sir.
Oh. You want to say hi, Gibson?
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Person I don't know.
He's our little professor on our Secret Transition crew.
Got it.
He does the Kids Explain Everything segment. He tries his best to explain everything. Do you know what a UFO?
I guess not.
He's got to think about it.
They fly a ship.
They fly a ship?
And they live in the moon.
They live on the moon?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get this information from?
No, no.
You just... So yeah, that's what we use him for, is to tell us everything. And he's only 7, so
What's good? That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
You started him early on UFO Buster Radio, which is what I've been preaching for the longest. Just get them on board. It will increase their capacity to learn and their connectivity and everything for about 10%, says nobody. And I'm telling you, it works.
Yeah.
So, Toby, you had something you were chomping at the bits you wanted to talk about.
Oh, and I forgot what it was. Can you remind me?
Toby.
I sent you an article the other day, and the space station.
Yes.
Is it the Chinese space station?
The Chinese space station.
So, from what I remember of that article, they've already abandoned the space station, and it's going to come down sooner or later, like within the next year or two, right?
He's the one who discovered the article and asking you if it's right.
I'm assuming that if they use the same parts that they send us, it should have come down a few years ago, but I guess so.
Right. But it makes me wonder, why haven't they, I don't know, why haven't they made this bigger news? Because when that big space station comes down, they're not going to have any control over it, and it could really do some damage. But the real question is, what damaged it?
This thing is, I just did a quick search on my phone. This thing's an 8.5-ton module that will crash, and there's no way they can guide it back to Earth. So when it crashes, it's going to go wherever and just wreak havoc. If this goes to a city, it's done for.
Yeah, and that's scary. That's very scary. But come on now.
What's even funny?
I need you to put your conspiracy hat on, Big O, and
really? We're going to go there?
But it could be anything. They're not going to tell us what has malfunctioned on the ship for them to completely abandon it, you know?
Well, technically, let's put our conspiracy hats on. Hold on. Technically, right? NASA is doing the same thing. NASA is trying to sell. You see, NASA's doing it the smart way. They're like, well, instead of it just crashing, it's still working, kind of. So
Right.
let's sell it to whoever and let them be the brunt while we fade into the background. The Chinese government was like, I don't care if it lands on another government soil, the better. You know, they don't care.
Right.
And think about it. They probably saw something and they told them, yeah.
20 people lost their lives that day, and some 60 more were rescued.
When the floodwaters finally receded, the entire campground was in ruins.
This many years later,
It out. And they're like, all right, cool, laters.
See, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't know. That just seems so sketchy that you're just like, okay, abandon this, and it'll crash when it crashes because it's so damaged that it's unrepairable to even direct it into a safe crash zone.
Which at this point, shouldn't we like ban China from doing this again? Because they're going to build something that's 8.5 tons and then just abandon it, and then now they're thinking about, well, you know, the next one's going to be bigger and better. The next one's going to be 55 tons.
Yeah.
That we're going to put in space by 2020, and when we're done with that, let it go.
Right.
Well, see, the thing is that China is not the first country to have stuff in space just come plummeting down at random and crashing on people.
Yeah, but 8.5 tons, bro. 8.5 tons. That's not just a little thing.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
That's much bigger than, you know, just a normal satellite or you know, anything like that. I mean, that's going to cause some big damage.
So the question is, when was it that China put up this kind of a space station? I never heard of this.
Yeah, you know, I guess I didn't know anything about it either, to be honest.
Well, I mean, this is not the first time in reality that something like this has happened. You know, in 1979, NASA's 85-ton Skylab came down, and it came down over Australia in 2001.
Really?
And yeah, right? And Russian space station, which was 135 ton, was an outpost. It came down into the Pacific. So this is not the first time that this situation has happened where they're like, it'll come down eventually. Everything comes back down to Earth eventually.
Right.
You know, they're just going to throw it up there, but like, oh, we're good. You want to save any of this? No. We're good.
So,
I mean, go ahead.
well, I was going to let you know that I got you on speakerphone, and I'm actually sitting in the driveway. I went to go get food for me and Kristen, which, if you listen to our show, Kristen is our co-host.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the UFO Buster radio. Oh, hello. She's hungry. She came outside just to get her food.
How dare he hold your food back?
He's already inside, and I was like, what? I guess tell me to drop you off.
7 canyoneers died in
On the breath.
He forgot the beer.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So what is it that the Secret Transmission podcast crew is eating right now?
Since we are lucky and live in Texas, we